Hello guys, welcome to this channel. Today we have another Celpip Writing task 2 answer to check. This time is task 2. If you remember, I did the experiment that I took one writing from my subscribers and check it. By the way, for those who don't know me, my name is Anastasia Basenko. I'm an ESL teacher, Celpip instructor and owner of Basa School, where we prepare students for life in English-speaking countries. Now in this video I'm gonna check Celpip Writing task 2, so let's see what we have here. Let's go. So here's the task. Let's read the task. Printer survey. Your boss thinks paper is unnecessary because everyone has a computer and access to the internet. Your boss wants to take away all the printers so that people use much less paper. Other people think that this will be very inconvenient. Your boss asked you to respond to an opinion survey about whether to keep the printers. Option A, I think we should keep the printers in the office. Option B, I think we should have a paperless office with no printers. And if you're at the exam, you can click here or here, yeah, and you'll get the window where you can type your answer. So this is the answer that we have from one of our subscribers. Let's check it. Let's read it. In my opinion, using a printer in the office is crucial for our work. Introduction. First of all, a lot of customers prefer sight-only paper documents. That's something strange. Usually when I work with people who are 55 years old and more, okay, they decline any propositions and the copy agreement by email. Okay. For example, last week I had a customer who said that he left our office only with paper in his hand. Okay. Secondly, we have a confidential room. It is prohibited to enter this room with any type of device. For instance, if you have a presentation in this room, usually I share secret information through paper documents. Finally, storing documents in paper format is much safer for security reasons. As you remember, we had a fire in our office. The firefighter used a lot of water to fight with fire. As a result, we lost all the data from the stored on our server that was stored in our server. However, all the documents which stored in a safe were totally okay. Overall, I believe that we should continue to use the printer in our office because useful for it should be it is useful for our presentations, much simpler for our customers, and much safer for security and some accidental reasons, some accident issues. So some accidents. Okay, so this is the answer of the student. Let's evaluate it according to the Celpip criteria. This is a nice answer. We can see the paragraph. We can see the using of linking words. Yeah, in my opinion, first of all, secondly, finally, overall. However, that is great. So generally it answers the question, yeah, which choice you prefer. So we have the reason, we have different reasons, yeah, why, yeah, supporting reasons, and they are approximately equally developed. So the sizes of these paragraphs are approximately equal. I would say that the task achievement could easily score 8, 9 band. Let's look at the other stuff. Okay, grammar. There are frequent errors with the articles, prepositions, verb forms, yeah, sentence structures here. So these errors, they do not block understanding, so we still can understand it pretty well, but they appear too often for band if you want to achieve band 8 plus. So for grammar, it could be 7, and vocabulary. Oh, okay, let's talk about grammar. For example, this one, the very first, side-only paper documents, maybe sign, like not the sight, because sight is vision connected to our eyes. Maybe it was meant here like sign only. But it is better to say hard copy paper documents. Let me take a piece of let me take the text so I can type it here. So it could be hard copy, paper, documents, yeah, or it could be paper documents only. So two options here possible. That would be better understandable. They decline any proposition sent a copy agreement by email. Any proposal, yeah, any proposal. They decline any proposal to receive a copy of the agreement by email. They declined any proposal or any document sent by email. So uh, awkward, very awkward phrasing, may not understandable what they wanted to tell here. Yeah, what the writer, what the author meant here. So need to check this one as well. Then it is prohibited enter this room. It is prohibited to enter this room. Yeah, prohibited to do something. Throw paper, I guess it could be through. I share secret information through paper documents. I like because throw is like throw something in the garbage. Document which stored in a safe, which that all the documents uh which were, yeah, so the missing part is were, which were stored. A passive voice, nice use of passive voice, yeah, but mind the just pay attention to the correct use of it, yeah, which were stored. So you need to use this verb to be which was stored in a safe. Were totally okay. Okay, it's more colloquial, spoken English. So we're totally fine. We're completely fine. So try not to use this like okay. So yeah, grammar. Pay attention to grammar, to like sentence variety. So they many sentences are simple and they follow the similar structure. So try to use the different types of sentences. There is the attempts to use relative clauses, yeah. So try to use them more, yeah, and other types of complex sentences. Okay, so as for vocabulary. Vocabulary choice, uh, good. It's suitable for these task, yeah, to answer this task, this question. Sometimes the translation from the native language is present, so try to make more natural phrasing in English. For example, he left our office only with paper in his hand, with only paper documents, maybe with paper in his hand. So it's like it's understandable, but to make it more natural, so you need to use some other like wording here. Yeah, and as I say, accidental reasons, emergencies, accidental situations, unexpected situations. Yeah, could be. So reasons are not good option here, not good choice here. So for vocabulary, it's all also would be 7. Content coherence, as I said, yeah. So there is the paragraphs, there are the linking words usage, it's understandable, so it's likely to score like 8, like 7, 8. It could be band 7, like in the way it is now. Now let's look at the polished version, improved version of this email. So generally, why it is one more thing I wanted to add here, why it is 7. So it is a nice answer, nice reasons, everything is good. However, if you want to achieve 9 plus, you need to be more impersonal. Guys, don't use like I had a customer. Yes, you can talk about your experience, but I will show you now how it is better to do. Okay, so don't use I. Try to be more impersonal, using passive voice, using at least we, like they in our firm, in our company. Let's look at the example at the polished improved version. That is band 9, and I'll show you how you can do that and how we can avoid this I. Yeah, so don't use I in your survey, yeah, responding to survey questions, because it's an essay and you want to make it as formal as possible, as academic as possible. So also let's see how we can transform the words and how we can make the simple wording more advanced. So here, for example, take a look at the first sentence. In my opinion, using a printer in the office is crucial for our work. Yes, work is good. It is a nice introductory sentence, but let's look at the improved version. So how can we say? We could have said, in my opinion, continuing to use a printer in our office is essential for effective daily operations. So instead of for our work, you can use this phrase, effective daily operations, which is really nice. Not just work, but bigger, yeah. Instead of one word, you use three words, and it also helps with the word count. But there is not an issue here, so let's continue. Um, so first of all, many customers strongly prefer hard copy documents. Okay, strongly prefer, yeah, prefer. We can use prefer, but we can use like strongly prefer. By the way, a lot of is good, but a lot of lots of considered more colloquial spoken English option. In academic writing, formal writing, it's better to use many, much. Many people believe, many customers strongly prefer hard copy documents. In my experience, so again, so here we talk about experience. So here we, in the initial version, it was I work. In my experience, clients who are over 55 years old, not just who are 55 years old and more, it's really awkward. That's why when I was first reading, I made a pause. So, who are over 55 years old often refuse to receive important agreements by email. For example, just last week, one customer clearly stated that he would only leave our office with printed documents in hand, not with paper documents, yeah, with printed documents in hand. Stated that he would leave. So here we use reported speech. In the examples from your personal experience, it is a really nice idea to use reported speech. Providing paper copies help us maintain customer satisfaction and build trust. Yeah, so we always think about company, about our customers, and focus on them. One customer clearly stated that he would leave. So we don't see any I here. That's why how we can transform it, yeah, how we can omit and avoid using I sentences. Instead of I had a customer who said, so we still use the relative clause here, but in the improved version we can improve the sentence and we can use last week one customer clearly stated that he would only leave, and in this case we use impersonal sentence, not starting with I, and using reported speech here, which clearly guarantees our band 9. All right, secondly, our office includes a confidential room. We have a confidential room. So instead of have, we can use includes. Our office includes a confidential room, and it will be a higher score. Includes, okay. Where the use of electronic devices is strictly prohibited. As a result, when presentations or discussions involving sensitive information take place, so again, instead of when we have a presentation, instead of have, yeah, we use take place. We are required to distribute printed materials, also nice passive form. It is prohibited to enter. It is also nice, but I showed you how we can transform it. If we haven't, usually I share secret information through paper documents, so we can transform it and say when presentation or discussion involving sensitive information take place, we are required to distribute printed materials. Again, share, distribute. Sharing confidential data in paper format ensures compliance with security regulation and minimizes the risk of data breaches. So here we have high-level vocabulary, high-level phrasing, high-level grammar. Finally, storing documents in paper form can sometimes be safer than relying entirely on digital storage. As you may remember, we previously experienced a fire. So here the other we had a fire in our office. Again, instead of have, we can use experience. Yeah, we can use more formal word. Firefighters had to use a large amount of water, which destroyed all the data stored in our servers. However, the physical documents kept in the secure safe remain completely intact. Overall, I strongly believe that we should continue using printers in our office. Printed documents are more convenient for many customers, necessary for secure presentations, and provide an additional layer of protection in emergency situations. So we can use I like when we state our opinion. Yeah, I strongly believe, in my opinion, I believe, I think. So in the introduction and in the conclusion, when we state and restate our opinion, when we give the examples from our experience, try to be more impersonal and try to use more formal language, more formal words to give that. And so this response could easily score 9 because of high grammar, high level grammar, structures, variety of sentence structures, and high level vocabulary. Yay, we did it! We checked our students' writing task answer. And now let's summarize a little bit what should you do to elevate your writing from band 7 to band 9 plus. So first of all, fix your grammar mistakes. There could be some grammar mistakes, but they shouldn't appear too often. So revise articles, revise prepositions, revise using the correct tenses. The next tip, number 2, avoid literal translation from your native language. English is a different language, and sometimes the phrases that sound natural in our native language may sound completely unnatural, awkward, and strange in English. And that's why you need to learn the natural phrases, how they sound in English. How would native speakers say what you want to say? The next tip, number 3, use variety of sentence structures. Celpip Band 9 Plus implies that you use different sentence types, not only relative clauses and conditionals. If you use them, that's good, but try to use different sentence structures, complex sentences, combined sentences, all of the 4 types of sentence structures. By the way, in our Celpip preparation course, we have a separate lesson on sentence types that you need to use on Celpip exam. And also check the lesson with 10 grammatical structures that you need to use on Celpip in order to achieve 9 plus in your writing and speaking tasks. And the last one, number 4, about vocabulary. Band 9 plus requires using formal academic vocabulary, formal academic words. So the word have is simple, and sometimes we have other synonyms, other like formal academic equivalents that we can use instead of have. For example, experience instead of have. And other simple words try to change into formal academic high-level vocabulary. In our course, in our Celpip preparation course, we have a separate file with the examples how to change common informal vocabulary, simple vocabulary into formal academic high-level vocabulary that you can use in your writing and speaking tasks. So please check it out as well. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope this evaluation, this video help you to improve your writing answers. And if you feel that you need help in your Celpip preparation journey, please visit our website. I will leave the link below this video and check the options of studying and preparing for Celpip with us. That's it for this video. I wish you luck in your Celpip preparation and good luck in your Celpip exam.